For the past 15 years, there's really only been one name when it comes to outdoor controlling those bugs that will bite, those mosquitoes, those gnats, those flies. We spend so much time setting up our outdoor space. We don't want it spoiled by those bugs, but we don't want to spray anything or poisons or candles or something that buzzes or makes a terrible noise. Well, that's where DynaTrap comes in. It is the DynaTrap UV LED insect trap with easy disposal. This is the upgraded one. First of all, the upgraded flower design that you'll see in the front. Beautiful flower design there in the little trap basket here. Also upgraded, one button easy release. You don't have to touch the thousands of mosquitoes that are gonna be in there. One button touch, release. Also upgraded, we have exclusive colors here to HSN, and you know how exclusive colors go. We start with all the colors, but we don't end with all of them here. Also, we have more sizes than ever. Maybe you've seen the 1 acre, maybe you've seen the ½ acre, but maybe you have a home with a, a small backyard, a small little outdoor area. Maybe that 1/4 acre is gonna be perfect for you. So these are all upgraded, and there's no poison, there's no spray, there's no buzzing noise. You're gonna take this, you're gonna set it up about 20 to 40 feet away from the space that you wanna hang out in. You're gonna plug it in and then never think about it again. And this bulb was gonna last you more than 2 years. Now, before we bring in our special guest, I have to show you something, because this is amazing. I went over to DynaTrap.com, right? I went straight to the source. I was like, all right, this is their newest. What are they selling this for? I want you to take a quick look at your screen. If you're just gonna get the 1/4 acre, which I think a lot of you probably will, right, with the size of your backyard, $104.99. That's the new one with that flower design and with that easy release. $104.99, you can get it today for $39.95. You're saving $65. Take a look at that ½ acre. A little bit bigger backyard. You got the pool and the deck and the relaxing area. You can save $95 today. That is compared to the DynaTrap.com website. Or if you're getting the 1 acre, you have a little bit of land, you've got some dogs out there and your horses out there and you want to take care of them, $155 off of the price from DynaTrap.com. You can save by picking this up today on our today's special. It is on 5 flexible payments. You have 5 months to pay this off. Now is the time to get ahead. Get ahead of those mosquitoes and those gnats and all of those bugs. All right, I wanna hear about how this works, because the technology on this is really great. Let's bring in our friend Peter Kilcullen to come in and tell us exactly how it attracts and traps. Happy Easter Sunday, Peter. Thanks for being here with us on Sunday Garden Deals.
Thanks, Ty. Happy Easter. Good morning. And you were just saying it, that this really is not only the best new technology and the best DynaTrap that they've ever developed, but it's also the best time of year, because you're exactly right. We can get ahead of all those biting insects, whatever your problem is, the no-see-ums, the mosquitoes. Because think about this, we're starting to get warm in many, many parts of the country. And as soon as it gets over 50 degrees, that's when those mosquitoes and those biting insects start doing their thing. So perfect time to get it out there, because once you start hearing about the technology and how this works, how this is trapping bugs, biting insects while you're at work, while you're sleeping, you're gonna know that you definitely need one to make sure that you can enjoy the outdoors. So Ty, you talked about technology. This is amazing what we're gonna be able to do. Each one of these, and I've got the 3 of them, and they're on, so the 1/4 and the ½ and the full acre, they're all doing 3 things. We're gonna bring in those biting insects with light. We have this amazing UV LED bulb. This is incredible, and the best one they've ever developed is Attract the Glow. It is scientifically developed to be that perfect light spectrum for those biting insects, and now lasting 27 months. That's if you use it continuously. If you're up north, that could be 4 full summers that you use this. So we're gonna attract them with the light. It's also gonna create warmth. We're gonna bring them in with the warmth, and then we're also heating up this titanium plate, which is then creating carbon dioxide, which is what we exhale. That's maybe the strongest attractant to those biting insects, and that's why they bite us. So take a look at this bulb. When you see the bulb, it's amazing. You see that's where the warmth is gonna be. So what happens is all those biting insects are kind of curious, hey, is this somebody that I can bite? No, they get attracted there, and then the fan sucks them down into this collection basket right here, and that's where they remain. Ty, I want to show you how that fan works.
Yeah.
So what I've got here is a little bit of dry ice to kind of create that smoke. So you can see that when those insects get close, then they get drawn in. So we're not zapping, we're trapping those insects. Look at that.
Right.
See how it pulls that in?
Yep.
So when they get curious, they get pulled in. And think about this. Remember that the biting insects are the females, right? Those are the females. They're the ones that are going to be reproducing. And here in my yard, I've got mosquitoes and tons of them. Think about this. A single female mosquito can be, laying hundreds of eggs, maybe 200 eggs, and then they can start reproducing. If we can trap one female mosquito, think about what we've done to reduce that population. And then the next day we're doing more, and then 10 and 20 and 100 mosquitoes we've trapped. This is amazing the way it works, and you are going to love enjoying the outdoors when you're not getting bit.
Yeah, the fact that it attracts these bugs, that's what I love about it. It's not like the bugs have to get close to you and then maybe smell something that you sprayed on, but they're still around. They're still around the table. They're still around the food. They're still around the kids. This is something that will attract them away from that party you're having, that birthday party, that outdoor picnic, or you're just gardening or trying to relax. That brings them away, which is why we say set this up. You want to hang this up, maybe hanging on an overhang, on a shepherd's hook, because it's going to catch all those flying bugs. That's the height you want to hang it at. But put it away, right? Put it 20 to 40 feet away from where you are and let it attract all of those mosquitoes, all of those biting bugs away and capture. Remember, this is the upgraded one. You've got this beautiful floral design, which is an upgrade. You've got that one-touch release, which is an upgrade. You've got more sizes than ever, more colors than ever. And what Peter said, I want to make sure everyone heard this, because I know you see the light and we think about some of those old school ones. A, they were a big eyesore. B, there was this buzzing and zapping noise every few seconds. That's not this. This is whisper quiet. It is not buzzing or zapping. There's no poison to refill on here. And again, it looks great. Speaking of looking great, let me go through the colors very quickly, because we have some exclusive colors here. The one that I have here, these three, this is the bronze right here, and this is an exclusive color to HSN, the bronze. These are the three sizes. Now we're going to go over to the 1 acre size to show you some of the other colors. That right there is that forest green. Also exclusive to HSN. Next to the forest green, which one do we have there? Is that that's our stone? We have the stone there. There we go, right there, that beautiful cover there. And then the black. And then we have our last exclusive color. I believe that is the graphite. Now that is the 1 acre you have there. Again, I want you to compare shop. I want you to do me a favor. If you're shopping with us this morning, maybe where you are, it's still cold, and you're like, I'm not even thinking about bugs. It's a great opportunity to get out ahead. Because spring, the bugs start coming. Summer, it is full-on bug season, right? So let's get out ahead of it. But I want you to do something. I want you to go over to DynaTrap.com. Let's go right to the source. Let's go see what they have this on sale for. Remember, this is their new one, because I want you to look down. I want you to scroll down a little bit and look for the little new sign. The 1/4 acre on their website goes for $104.99. You're saving $65, and you're getting it here for less than $40 today. That 1/2 acre, you have a little more land, a little more space back there. On their website, it's $174.99. We are less than $80. You are saving $95 today. And then that 1 acre, right? You need something to really cover a little bit more. The full acre, they sell on their website for $284.99. Our 1 acre is $129.95. This is your opportunity. This is perfectly timed. Get out ahead, get set up, get ready before the onslaught of mosquitoes come. And Peter, what you just said was really surprising. I didn't know this. You said it's above 50 degrees. Is that what you said? Then the bugs start showing up. That seems awfully cool to me. I would have guessed it was like, 70, 75 degrees. No, they're on their way if they're not here already.
That's right. So 50 degrees is when they start moving. So you're exactly right. This is the perfect time to get it home. And here's why. We talked about the technology, how we've got the light, the warmth, and the carbon dioxide that is going to be bringing in those biting insects. But here's what's so cool about it, and you touched on it briefly, that we're not going to put this, I have them in front of me just to show you, but here's where you would put it. So I've got my patio area right here. I've got some seating when we're eating outside. But then over here, you can see that's where I have, and I have the full acre back here because I have a massive problem here in Florida with these mosquitoes. So that's where, we have a seating area there. So that's where I'm going to have that unit 20 to 30 feet away from where I am. If you can have it at the 3 to 6 feet off the ground, that's that fly zone for those biting insects. That's where you want to put it. And here's what we're talking about when we're saying we're going to get out ahead of it. The most important thing with any of the sizes or any of your DynaTraps is that you're going to put it out there, plug it in, and run it 24 hours a day. So no matter what happens, that DynaTrap is trapping insects and reducing the population. Just like you said earlier, it's not great to just say, I'm going to repel them briefly, maybe lighting a torch or a candle or spray. Here, we are going to have fewer mosquitoes tomorrow than we had today, and the next day after that, fewer mosquitoes, fewer no-see-ums, fewer biting insects in your yard, which I think is so important. So 24 hours a day, let it run. So maybe when you get this home, say in a week or so, you put it out there, you may not be really enjoying the outdoors on a regular basis until June or July, but this has already done its work to trap those mosquitoes. And the best way to do it is put it out there for a couple of weeks. We've got that easy opening now. So I love this. You're going to fill this up eventually, and all you're doing is hitting that button. The bottom drops out. You never have to touch those dead bugs. You don't have to do anything with them, and then close it back up. That's brand new. We've never had that before. I mean, DynaTrap just keeps upping the technology. And here's the other thing about this. Maybe people are tuning in, Ty, and they're saying, hey, that sounds really good. It's going to trap some mosquitoes. But what do I have to do? Do I have to add something next week? Or do I have to do something every 30 days? What else do I have to buy to maintain this? And I love that we can say nothing. Put it out there and let it do its work. Because, Ty, I've tried them all. I mean, every single one, like, different bait every week and a new tank of gas every month and on and on and on. This one, nothing. Just let it work and enjoy being outside.
Yeah, I want you to imagine that for a second, what Peter is saying. Imagine saying, okay, hey, let's have dinner outside this evening, and you don't have to stop and spray the kids down and spray everybody down. You don't have to look for that candle, which we put on the center of the table, and then all of our food kind of tastes like that scent, whatever it is. Now, because you're running it 24/7, you're running it all the time, and it's working all the time. You don't have to think about it. You walk outside, let's have dinner tonight. Or, I'm gonna have a day off. I'm gonna go relax outside. You're not thinking about those mosquitoes that will bite you. You're not thinking about those no-see-ums. You're not thinking about those flies that can kind of spoil that kind of outdoor experience. Having people over, having that birthday party, having that wedding shower, that graduation party, inviting everyone over, and halfway through the party, people start saying, I noticed there's no bugs. What happened? And you can point 20 feet away and say it's because of that DynaTrap. And you can get that today for $39.95. Now, that is the quarter acre. Remember I said there are more sizes than ever before. There are more colors than ever before. And the discount today, and I'm comparing this right at the source, right? I'm going right to the source to compare this. I go over to DynaTrap.com. I always do before every show. I go and look and I see what is being sold out there. So I went right to the source. Let's take a look at DynaTrap.com. If you're going to pick this up, right? This is the leader when it comes to insect control, this outdoor insect control without poisons, without zapping, without buzzing. I want you to take a look real quick, and you can head over there yourself and take a look. Their brand new one, this is the new one with all of the upgrades, goes for $104.99, which to get rid of all the mosquitoes, okay, I'll pay $100, but you don't have to. For you, it's $39.95. Now, if you need a little bit larger, the half acre, they sell it at their website for $174.99 today. $79.95 for you today. Also here, 5 flexible payments, so you have 5 months to pay that off. And then if you need the big one, if you need the big 1 acre and you're gonna collect so many bugs in there and trap so many mosquitoes in there, they sell it for $284.99 on their website. We're doing it today for $129.95. You are saving $155 by shopping our Today Special today. And the timing on this is perfect. You'll wanna get out ahead, right? You don't wanna wait until you're out there at the end of spring, middle of summer, and all of a sudden there's the bugs, and now you have to go find one. Now HSN is sold out. Now DynaTrap has it at $155 more. You want to get out ahead of the problem, right? All you have to do is plug this in. That LED bulb is rated to last you more than 2 years. It attracts and it traps. Peter, I love what you said. You don't really have to do anything. You just have to plug this thing in. That's right. Even that, you don't have to remember to switch out any batteries. You're not going to burn through batteries every month, right? You're not constantly putting in new batteries or refilling with something in there. This will do all the work. So all we do, run your extension cord, plug it in. As far as hanging it, as far as the height goes, Peter, because I know I got a lot of people on the phones right now, and if you are ordering right now, I just want to kind of give you a heads up. What are we going to do when we take it out of the box? Kind of, what's the best place to put it, Peter?
Yeah, it's always, as we're mentioning, 20 to 30 feet away. But if you can do it 3 to 6 feet off the ground, that's great. So if you can hang them, if you have an existing hook, the smaller ones are great to hang there. What's nice about if you have the full acre, and maybe you have a planter area or a wall or something, you can just put that down on there and place it. You don't have to hang it, but even the full acre can hang. A shepherd's hook is a great way to go, and I believe we have those available as well. And then I wanted to talk about, Ty, real quick on how we decide on which size we need.
Good.
So, because some of us, so for me, I have got that full acre back there, and that's what I've always used. Now, it's certainly not a full acre in my backyard, but I've got a significant bug problem. In Florida, we have standing water all around the house from these little creeks that are across the street. So it's just full of mosquitoes. So I said, I've got to go with the big unit because I want to trap as many as possible. If you have a house just like mine, maybe a quarter acre, but you're thinking, I spend a lot of time on that front porch, but I also spend a lot of time in the backyard, I wouldn't recommend the full acre. I might go with a half acre in the back and a half acre in the front, because the house is going to act like a barrier for that full acre. So you want to be able to have one in the front and one in the back. And then that brand new quarter acre is perfect if you have the balcony or the small porch area. And also maybe if you have a garage and you spend a lot of time with the garage open out in the driveway, kind of a barn or a detached garage as a workshop, that's going to be great in there as well. But all of them operate the same way. They're going to attract those biting insects with the light. Again, that bulb, 27 months if you use it continuously before you have to replace it. So when you're thinking about the size, they all have the bulb. Is the only thing that you're going to replace, and that could literally be 4 seasons away if you're using this just 4 or 5 months a year. So it's an incredible value, but the technology works. You never have to prepare to go outside ever again. And you know what, Ty? Here's what we have to show everyone, is what they can expect. How about this?
Okay, here we go. Okay, if you're shopping this morning, take a look at this. This is great.
So this is our little sample, and I know we have some studies that we also can show everyone, but this is 2 weeks. So it's 2 weeks, and it really is remarkable what you can get in there. And I love that you'll be able to get it home and kind of test it for yourself. Let it run for 24 hours, 48 hours, maybe a week, and then have a look in there, and you'll see, whoa, this is working. I've got all different types of biting insects. So, and then think about that. Every time you check it, that means there's fewer and fewer bugs in your yard. Many of these mosquitoes and no-see-ums, they're not flying all across your neighborhood. They're staying in your yard, and you have tons of foliage, maybe like I have in my yard. That just really increases the place for those bugs to live. So you really want to have something that works, something that you don't have to prepare for, something that doesn't let the mosquitoes, those biting insects, come close and then try to repel them. This takes them away from where you are, and then it traps them, reducing that population.
Yeah, as we watch this right here, I want you to remember that this is something that they don't have to get close to you for this to be effective. Matter of fact, it's the opposite. That's the genius behind DynaTrap, is they go away from you. That's where this is effective. It attracts. It's not like if the mosquito happens to fly by. I want you to remember, this attracts the mosquitoes. It attracts those no-see-ums and the gnats and the flies and all of that. So it's literally pulling these bugs away from where you are right now. And for $40, for $39.95, here at HSN, we give you 30 days to try everything out. And what Peter just said is how over 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, you can actually see in there the effectiveness. How many times have we gotten an item or gotten a product and we wonder, is it doing anything? You know what I mean? It's supposed to maybe this was supposed to clean the air and I'm not sure. How do I tell if it's really working? Well, this, you're gonna be able to tell. You're gonna be able to tell immediately, 24 hours, 48 hours in, you're gonna be able to take a look in there and see just how effective it is. Now, it is a Today Special for a reason. It's because of the price that we can offer you today. And I'm comparing this to DynaTrap.com, right? I went right to the source. I'm like, all right, if we got a good price, what does DynaTrap DynaTrap.com have. And we have a good relationship with them. We have for years. They know we can reach a lot of people, especially on a Today's Special. So this is what we are able to do for you. If you go look at DynaTrap.com, their quarter acre, right, which I think a lot of you are putting in orders right now. If you have a smaller backyard, that quarter acre is probably going to be plenty size for you. $104.99 at DynaTrap.com. That's for their new one. I want you to scroll down a little bit at DynaTrap.com. You'll see the little tag that says new. That's with the easy release, the easy empty. $104.99. We have it for $39.95. The half acre, right? If you're wondering like, oh, my yard is a little bit bigger, maybe just go with the half acre, right? You'd rather collect more bugs than not enough bugs. At their website, take a look, $174.99. We have it for $79.95. You're saving $95 on that. Or for the big 1 acre, you're gonna save $155 on that. So let's talk about the quarter acre for a second. $39.95. For $40, right now it is the most popular. We have a couple exclusive colors here to HSN. I know those are gonna disappear very quickly. Let me show you the colors again very quickly. What I have here, it's all 3 sizes. This is your bronze right here. And then if we can get a shot of the colors, we got the sun coming up here this morning. We got that Easter sun coming up. It's hitting those colors really well there. You're gonna see that forest green right there is exclusive. Wow, only 400 left in the forest. Okay, 400 in that forest right there. That may sell out before Guy gets to it. Okay, that's in the quarter acre, the smaller one I'm talking about. Let's move on to the next one next to it. That is our stone color. That right there is beautiful stone color. Then you have the black, and then at the end another exclusive color. That is our graphite. So exclusive colors always tend to go quicker here. Get out ahead of it, right? You heard Peter say earlier, if it's above 50 degrees where you live, the mosquitoes, the bugs, those biting gnats are on their way. Don't let them spoil that outdoor experience. Peter, it's the latest technology. A lot of us still use what I feel is kind of archaic, something that kind of you have to spray on you or you wipe down. It has that bad smell, or there's a buzzing or a zapping noise and you got to replace the solution inside or the oils inside, or you got to replace the batteries inside. Right. This is the latest technology, and that's what we've come to expect from DynaTrap over the last 15 years.
Yeah, exactly. And the technology, it's, when you start to hear, you're like, wow, that really makes a lot of sense. We've got a lot of science to attract those biting insects, and then the ability to put it away from where we are. So not only are we attracting and then trapping, but we're drawing them away. So we have our little chaise lounges here where you can relax by the pool, but I have it in the background there, and that's going to be pulling all those biting insects away from this area. But here's what's neat about it. I could be sitting here. There's no odor. There's no chemicals. It's impossible to hear it from this distance. It's very quiet. It does its job 24 hours a day. So that's maybe the most important thing. If you run this 24 hours a day, Ty, this is kind of neat. The full acre is going to cost less than 8 cents a day. Then the half acre is, again, going to be less than 2 cents a day, as well as the quarter acre. So it just makes so much sense to run them 24 hours a day. When you're sleeping, when you're at work, you are reducing the population of those biting insects. You may have spent so much time last year, going outside and then immediately going back in because you just can't take it. And there's usually one person in the family, Ty, that really gets hammered by those insects, getting bit all the time. That's me and our family. So I've tried everything in this backyard, spent so much money, and then just the repeated trying to maintenance and keep up with it. But that's so cool. When I see that one back there, that I never have to go over there. And if you have the full acre, even in my yard, there's months that I don't have to empty that because that collection basket is so big. The mosquitoes that I have in this yard, they just basically dehydrate to almost nothing. So going out there to that bug trap, it very rarely happens, but I know it's working when I'm having meals outside, when we're relaxing by the pool. So you've got to try it. It's a perfect time.
Yes.
Ty, we're actually a month earlier with our Today's Special than we were last year. So that gives you one more month to get this home, especially if it's over that 50 degrees we're talking about, and start trapping those insects that ruined last year.
Yeah, and because, Peter, these are the things that start to disappear, right, on the shelves. All of a sudden, you find yourself in the middle of a mosquito feast. and you go out and there's none to find, right? Because everyone's picked them up real quickly. So you have an opportunity today. Can I just pause? I want to pause just for a second here, and I just want to give a shout out to our crew. The sun out there was blasting in my face, and in about 2 minutes, they moved everything from out there into this perfect shaded area. Our crew here is incredible. Thank you guys so much. I'm far more comfortable out here. We have a nice, bright, beautiful day here, but that sun was beating down. So I just want to give a shout out. If you tuned in, you're like, hey, Ty's in 2 different places. I didn't do this. Our crew here is really incredible. So thank you guys so much. This is lovely. So thanks for tuning in. Come on in. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter Sunday. It's also customer appreciation. So as Peter said, we're thinking ahead. We're a little earlier this year than we were before. We're getting ahead on that mosquito problem, the gnat problem, the no-see-ums. If the temperature's going above 50 degrees where you are, or it's going to very soon, oh, the mosquitoes and the bugs are on their way. So instead of any kind of poison or spray or any of that, what you're gonna do, you're gonna get your DynaTrap home. You're gonna set it up 20 feet, maybe 40 feet away from your kind of entertainment area or where you like to relax. And it's not only gonna trap the bugs, but it attracts them. That warm light, that CO2 that it emits, it pulls the bugs in and it traps them. There's no buzzing sound, there's no zapping sound, there's no poisons, there's no oils, no batteries to refill. You're just gonna plug it in or run your extension cord, put it up about 3 feet off the ground, maybe hang it from a shepherd's hook, hang it from a tree, and then to empty out all those bugs, you don't even have to touch them. That's one of the upgrades that we have for you today is that one button easy release. Another upgrade is that kind of floral design. Another new thing is more sizes than ever. So there are 3 sizes. You have the 1/4 acre, 1/2 acre, and then the big full acre. Now, I want you to compare shop. I always ask you to, right? I always say, hey, when you're shopping with me, get online, go compare shop, because I want you to see that we've got great value here. So what I did this morning, I went right over to DynaTrap.com. It's like, I want to see, how are they selling this? What are they selling this at? Because this is their new one. This is their brand new one. And I just want to show you real quick. If you can take a quick look at your screen. On DynaTrap.com, their 1/4 acre is $104.99. We have it for $39.95. Their 1/2 acre is $174.99. We have it for $79.95. And their 1 acre of their brand new DynaTrap is $284.99. You can get it here today for $129.95. That is incredible. That is a this day only price. Also here on 5 flexible payments. You have 5 months to pay this off. Or if you open an HSN card today, you will not only get an extra flexible payment that gives you 6 months to pay it off, but we'll give you $40 right off the top of the price. So do you notice that 1/4 acre is $39.95 and we're giving you $40? So that's basically free, right? You'll probably just pay the tax on that and you're gonna get this home. And Peter, you know, I love what you said. You said that you're gonna be able to see the effect within 24 hours, within 48 hours, within 72 hours. Here at HSN, you know, we give you 30 days. You're gonna be able to see for your own eyes how well it's working.
Absolutely. If you're able to do that 30-day test, I think you're going to be blown away, because in 30 days, you are going to see quite a few biting insects inside of that basket. Ty, let's just go through that technology again. If anybody missed that, I think it's really important when you see what we're doing, because you may look at it, you talked about that light, that maybe this is we're zapping, but we're not zapping. We're just going to trap. And the first thing is that UV LED bulb that's going to bring in all of those biting insects, and it will last 27 months before it needs to be replaced. It could be 4 seasons if you're up in the north area where it's not as warm all year round. So we're going to bring them in with the light. It's going to create warmth. So light and warmth, that brings them in. And then also we're heating up this titanium plate and creating carbon dioxide, which is what we exhale. And that's maybe the most powerful way that we always attract those mosquitoes and those biting insects, and they bite you. So it does all 3 of those things to bring them in. But here's the neat part. Once they get close, they're kind of thinking, well, that's going to be a warm-blooded something to bite. Yeah. They get close, and then what happens is they get drawn in. So I'm trying to show you with the smoke, a little windy out here. But there you can see drawing in that smoke. So they get drawn in and trapped down in that collection basket. That's the magic. But we're doing this all without chemicals. There's no odor, hardly any noise. I've got 3 of them on right here. And then you can trap them And then, I mean, you can see the size of this collection basket is huge. But now we have that one-touch opening where you never have to touch those bugs. You don't have to do anything. They just drop out of the bottom. But it works immediately. And it
Yes,
works
immediately.
24 hours a day.
I love that. I love that you say
It's
immediately.
incredible.
Now, I need to give an update real quick, Peter, because we have some exclusive colors, and one of them is quickly on its way out. It is that forest green, and I'm talking about the 1/4 acre, right? That's the new kind of smaller size in that forest. Wow, 280, only 280. I'm gonna show you a shot of the forest green. I'm gonna show it to you in that 1 acre size, but I'm referring to the 1/4 acre size in that forest green. Wow, can you tell me again, how many do we have there, Jared? I'm gonna give you an exact number. Wow, okay, all right, 280. That's it. That's going to be it in that forest green. That's going quickly. That's an exclusive color you can only get here at HSN. That probably will be gone by the time you see Guy in his garden show a little bit later. But we have other exclusive colors. We also have the bronze, and we have that beautiful graphite as well. You can get it in that stone, and you can also get it in the black as well. And if you're getting it, if you take a look at those kind of other colors out there, you're only going to see 2 of the other colors out there, and you're going to see them for a much higher price. If you go to DynaTrap.com, you will see that the 1/4 acre is $104.99 at DynaTrap.com. You can get it here for $39.95. So for $40, for 2 $20 bills, for you to not have to worry about those mosquitoes, those gnats, those no-see-ums, those flies. Are you having an outdoor event, right? Are you having a wedding shower, the graduation shower? Are you having the birthday party? Are you just gonna relax outside, get in the pool maybe, gardening, and you don't wanna worry about all the bugs that you see right there on your screen? Take a look at all of those bugs on your screen. This is the best way not to have to worry about that. Not to have to spray everything down, spray yourself down, not have to put a candle on the middle of the table while you're having dinner, right? Having people over, and let the DynaTrap literally attract the bugs away because of that warm LED light, because of the CO2 that it puts out. It attracts and then it traps. It's not buzzing, it's not zapping, it's just trapping them, and then they get dehydrated and then they die. And then maybe once a month you walk over, carry the little garbage can over there, or the little bag, and then one press of the button, it empties out underneath and you are good to go. And let it run 24/7. Peter, that's another thing you said that I want to make sure everyone hears. Let it work even when you're not out there.
Exactly. I mean, it works great at night, and we usually aren't outside every single night. So you get it out there, it's going to run for 24 hours. So I'll show you again. I have them here, but we would never place these around our outdoor table where we're eating like you would those candles and the sprays that are up close. We're going to put it away from the areas that we want to enjoy, 20 to 30 feet away. 24 hours a day. I have mine on the shepherd's hook right there. So 3 to 6 feet off the ground is the best possible place. If you can put it away from any bright lights, if you have some outdoor lighting on your back door or something like that, keep it away from there so then it can do its job to attract all those biting insects like this. And we talked about that test that you can do, but this is working 24 hours a day. And it's important to note, this full acre, less than 8 cents a day to run when you're running it 24 hours a day. The half acre and the 1/4 acre, less than 2 cents and much less than 2 cents a day to run these units. So it just makes sense to be trapping insects, because we're not just repelling and then have them coming back in. We are going to trap and reduce that population of those biting insects in your yard. And again, real quick, Ty, I know people are wondering, well, which one should I get?
Okay.
I've got a massive problem. Certainly don't have a full acre back here, but I went with the full acre because I've got to go big. I've got to do something to really take care of these mosquitoes, because I'm the one who gets bit constantly. So I went for the full acre. But if I was spending time in the backyard and the front porch, I might do the half acre in the front and half acre in the back. And then if you have a small balcony, a porch, if you want to use this for a garage or a barn, something like that, the 1/4 acre is going to be perfect. But it really makes sense to get it out there now.
That's a really good point, Peter, because so our half acre is $79.95, but maybe you want a 1/4 acre in the front and a 1/4 acre in the back. That's kind of the $39.95 for each. You could pick up 2 of them for the same price of the half acre. Maybe pick up 2 of the 1/4 acre. Now you're covering kind of 2 different areas maybe. Maybe you have 2 different spaces and you can hang them out in 2 different areas. That's a great option. Right now, though, I will let you know that 1/4 acre is going very quickly, particularly particularly in that forest green color, which is exclusive here to HSN. I know it looks great. We love those green colors, those kind of nature colors outside. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to repeat that for me, Jared. How many? 200. Okay. In the 1/4 acre size, that's the small size, in that forest green, that color that you're seeing right there, which is exclusive to us, there's only 200. This is only the second presentation, mind you, right? Suzanne launched this at midnight, and now here we are this morning. That's it, and there's only 200 left. This not on again, I think Guy comes on at noon. That probably won't make it till noon, that forest green 1/4 acre. Well, it's just a great opportunity here, right? Because we're thinking about the bugs coming, and we want to get ahead of them. And if you compare shop at DynaTrap.com, let's just talk about that 1/4 acre for a second. At DynaTrap.com, and remember, this is the new one. If you go over there, I want you to scroll down a little bit, see the tag where it says new. It has those upgraded features. It's a $104.99 is what they sell it, right? Directly from DynaTrap. Here at HSN today, you can get it for $39.95. The 1/2 acre at DynaTrap.com is a $174.99. We're doing it today for $79.95. And then that 1 acre, you want that nice big 1 acre size, you got a little bit of land. At DynaTrap, it's $284.99. We have it for $129.95. This is one of those opportunities. This is one of those get ahead of the game. Peter, the timing on this could not be better, right? We're starting to feel it here, but we're one of the states that get warmer sooner, and it's getting warmer everywhere. Perfect timing for this right now.
Yeah, if it gets above 50 degrees, they are starting to do their thing, which is biting us when we're outside. And this is so great. You're gonna put it out there. You're never gonna have to do anything. That might be my most favorite thing about this. It works, but it's silent. There's no chemicals, there's no odors, and it works while you're sleeping. It works while you're working. You're gonna love it.
That's great. Peter, I know you have a very busy day ahead of you. Thank you so much for being here on Sunday Garden Deals, my friend. All right.
All right, Ty,
we'll see you very soon. Pick that up. Great opportunity. Oh, something else I want to tell you about that I know it's kind of new here, and I know maybe you don't know about it. It's our streaming service. It's our HSN QVC streaming service. It's everything that